Well guys, in times like these you need some protection such as a parasol, but we have our first coin of Wednesday and it is by the looks of things, a George VI half crown because it was coming up low, and that's what it is. It's Cupra nickel rather than silver, so I know it will date to post 1947, and it in fact dates to 1948. So sadly it's not silver, it missed out being silver by 2 years, but after yesterday's performance I'm not going to complain at all. Well guys, got out after lunch about 10 minutes ago and been probing away and just pulled out a copper early milled halfpenny from 6 inches down. As you can see, the caterpillar's come along for the ride too, but I will hesitantly guess that, well, I know for a fact that this will be pre-1775, but judging by what we found in the field, it could be George II, but it could also be George III still. But I'll wash it up and I'll get back to you. Well guys, as you can see on the screen there, it is a young bust George II. I thought the date was 1737, which would correspond to the date range of 1731, I believe, to 1739. But that would be pushing it to give an accurate date because it's very, very worn and slightly corroded, but you can tell it's a young bust George II, and that's good enough for me. Well guys, it's been a long time since I was last filming, but I've subsequently found another 15th century lead trading token, which essentially are coins. They were just used for small bartering, and I found at least 8 of these over the course of the last 2 years. I just wish I could find a medieval hammered coin instead, but I've just been plugging away and apparently there is a coin in the bottom of the hole here that looks to be in pretty poor condition, judging by the amount of corrosion falling away from it. But I'll wash it up and I'll get back to you. It seems incredibly light. Well guys, back again after lunch. This morning's filming was stopped due to rain and the fact that I forgot the card after yesterday's hunt. But I'm glad I had the camera for this one because I popped out the plug, I saw an impression, I thought, oh, it's just going to be a penny, brushed away some dirt, and there's a shiny George V sixpence sitting at the bottom of the hole. And this is a path that I've already done, so shows that no place, however hard you hit it, is ever truly completely done. I knew already that it was a 50% silver, and I now can tell that it's a 1936. 50% silver sixpences come up quite unusually, so maybe I passed it up as being iron before, or I didn't get it before with the coil, but that shows you that your coil has to actually be over it to find it. No matter what detector you have to have the coil over it to find it. That's proved it here. It's a 1936 silver, 50% silver sixpence of George V. And 2 days ago I was looking so eagerly for George V, and here, after 5 minutes, I found him easily. It's just typical. Well guys, back again, and it seems to be a more modern hunt this time. We've just pulled out a 1937 first year of King George VI bronze penny. Well guys, we've got another coin. It is an early milled halfpenny for sure. Very thick, so there's probably going to be detail on it. But the fact there's no rim on it, this is how I can tell, suggests that it's at least pre-1775. Judging by what we found in this field, it's either George II, more likely George II, or could be George III. But I can't see anything. and I won't prejudge until I wash it up. Well guys, I was washing it up and I thought, oh no, we have another forged George III, and I looked at the reverse because the die axis is slightly off, but it can happen on older coins, and I looked at the date of 1700 and I thought, that's an odd date for a George III to be forged on. I looked at the obverse again and I realised this is legitimate, and it's not George III, it's in fact a William III. The date exactly of 1700, so 75 years earlier than my previous guess, but that ties in nicely with the 1696 sixpence I found last Sunday. So there is coinage going back to William III in this field, and hopefully beyond. Okay guys, I'm back out this afternoon. I was out this morning, but sadly my camera packed up, but I'll show you where I found this shilling. And there's the impression in the hole. As you can see definitively, I did find it here, so any doubts out there. But I found it in this hole, probably only about 3 inches deep, but again the impression there shows that it was there, and I'll see what else I can find. Okay guys, back again, and in the bottom of the hole you can see a coin right there. Looks like it's going to be a George III halfpenny, but we'll pull it out live on camera for you. I'm trying to be gentle with the spade here. Let's see, is it coming? It is. Here it is. Definitely George III halfpenny, and I believe it will date from 1806 or 1807, judging by the size and the fact there's a rim. But I'll need to wash it up to be definitive of that, and I'll get back to you. Yep, guys, that's exactly what it is. George III halfpenny, dated 1806. Slightly worn and corroded, but you can see that clearly. Okay guys, back in, and in the bottom of this hole you can see the impression. And here's the coin. It looks like a bronze penny. Of whom? I can see a late head of George VI. The date on the reverse at the bottom. Dating from the late 1930s. Okay guys, back to the same hole. I stood up and rechecked the hole and I heard this. You won't be able to hear it, but it's a 10-cent reading. Let's get the pinpointer out. Oh, I can hear something in the bottom of the hole. It looks like I'll do a live dig on this one. Okay guys, after that farce of trying to find the signal, I've just got the signal here. Oh, it's not a silver one sadly, but it is a bronze penny of Edward VII, quite surprisingly, where it's been attached to the rock and it looks to be in great condition. As you can see where it was, the date looks like 1907. Yep guys, that's exactly what it is. The date is 1907 and it looks to be in beautiful condition for the Edward VII penny. Nice little pockets pulled together, and glad I got it on camera for you. Okay guys, back again on a path that I've done many times before. I still find a coin, and it's obviously a milled halfpenny, beautiful bronze, of young man Queen Victoria actually. Should be a late date, as with all the coins from this field of Victorian, but I'll check it out anyway. Yes guys, it is a young bun Queen Victoria, but the date on it is 1888, I believe. But it's in beautiful condition, very, very worn down, but the patina is gorgeous on it anyway. And I like it all the same. It's all the history about it that counts. On to the next.